Hello Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So Aquarius, we're just going to find out what your story is. What is Aquarius' story this week when you come to this video? I'm going into one of my old decks. I'm going into my SpellCaster's Tarot. This is actually my very first... Cards really want to come out here. This is my very first deck. This is the very first deck that I ever bought. Did I learn to play? Did I learn to play? Did I learn to play tarot on? I learned to play with the spirit world. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What do you have here? You have the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant. Oh, I wanted to do 6. And then you have the 5 of Cups with the Ace of Cups. That's nice. Then you have the 8 of Pentacles. You know, we're going to pull a card from the top because I wanted 6 cards. Ooh, and the Tower. King of Wands is at the bottom. Strong energy. So the last two, because we didn't have anything to hold up with the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles and the Tower card. Interesting. It looks like there is something here that has a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. There's a commitment to this. There's some sort of commitment to this. And in the past, there was a disappointment. That's what I'm getting. In the past, there was a disappointment. You have a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. There's mutual feelings and emotions between you and someone else here. That there's a higher level commitment with the Hierophant, but it didn't work out. Like, it didn't work out. But yet, then the Ace of Cups comes in. So it kind of feels like there is a shift here. There's a change. And it's interesting that we have the 8 of Pentacles because it feels like a different energy. This 8 of Pentacles and this Tower feels like a really different energy from what's going on over on this side of the 8 of Pentacles. This feels like personal energy, like your personal life. And then this is feeling, this 8 of Pentacles and the Tower is feeling like, really, it's feeling like your work life somehow. It's that. And there's a Tower moment associated with it. It's kind of interesting because the change in this personal dynamic gets better. It goes into a new beginning. And then there's some sort of shakeup here that's going to be going on with work. So let's see. I'm going to go right into the Tower moment first and try to get some information about your Tower moment. The Tower moment for Aquarius. The Tower moment for Aquarius. The Tower moment for Aquarius. Ooh, the 8 of Wands. That's good. Wow, the Magician. Ooh, and the 3 of Cups. This Tower moment is a good Tower moment. It's a good Tower moment. We have the 8 of Wands, the Magician, and the 3 of Cups. It's something that you've been working here to manifest. It's going to be different things for different people because it's a general reading. There's thousands of people watching. So it's going to be different things for different people, but it's something to do with your work that you've been manifesting. And it really, like when I say it's good because there's celebration here. There's something that you're celebrating. This is a Tower moment that changes it's going to change the dynamic of your life, at least in this cycle that you're going into right now. And with the 8 of Pentacles, it's feeling very much like it's your work life. So let's see, the 8 of Pentacles. Talk Aquarius more about the 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, the Queen of Wands. Wow, you know what's interesting is the King of Wands is on the bottom here. There's, I want to say, whatever it is that you were doing in your work, it feels like it's going, like there's a very creative element here. There's something very creative. There could be something that you've been working towards that's very creative. Very, so many things that the Queen of Wands could be. It's very creative. It's very dynamic. It's very intriguing, very alluring, very sexy, very independent, very fiery, very passionate energy. So there's a lot of that sitting behind the Eight of Pentacles. And then there's this Tower moment that is causing this movement. It's movement and communication. And this movement and communication is literally going right into like energy of manifesting. It really feels like a wish fulfillment. It really feels like a wish fulfillment, guys. That's kind of exciting. That's a really nice pull. I don't know why I've been doing this lately. I feel so compelled to, when I'm clarifying, to start clarifying at the end of the reading lately. It's like the new jive. Maybe it has to do with one of the retrogrades. There's so many retrogrades. I can't keep track anymore. It's interesting. And it's funny though, because it often feels like in the readings lately, at the end is where I need some sort of clarification. This is very specific. This is so, I don't know. Like, here, look. I mean, the Queen of Cups is about mutual feelings, expressions of mutual feelings, love, adoration, emotions. And the Hierophant is a commitment here. There's some sort of deeper commitment in this connection. It was felt, it has been felt. Perhaps it's also been communicated because the Queen of Cups is sitting here. Yet, then we had the Five of Cups. Like something didn't work out in this. Something didn't work out. Something was very disappointing. But then gets replaced by the Ace of Cups. So there's a new beginning. A new beginning in this. It's very good. What do you want me to clarify? It's going to be such a short reading. Let's clarify your Ace of Cups, right? Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. There you are, Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. There you are, the Ace of Cups. Something new for you. Give me more information. I want some more. I like to get sometimes like 3 clarifiers are good. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. With this Ace of Cups, like there's, you know, it's funny because with the Queen of Swords, I kind of think, well, what is she cutting out? I mean, she takes action, right? The King of Swords will really hold his cards close to his chest. He will express things, but keep it very professional. And won't necessarily divulge anything more than what is asked, and sometimes may kind of work around the answer to keep information secure, to keep control over information. Where the Queen, because the Queens are all about expressing an action, the Queens will express this, and usually the Queen expresses her truth, and often her truth may not hold well for others, but it's a truth that needs to be done. And so she's cutting something out, and it's interesting that she's cutting out work. She's cutting out the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles comes in. It's something new. If there's something, if you've been looking for like a new job or a shift in your work, some sort of shift or change in your work, it really feels like it's coming, and it's sort of coming in at the same time where there's a new beginning here in a connection that didn't work. There's a new beginning in a connection that didn't work out right away. I should have gone to this deck a long time ago. I had it hidden away. Isn't it funny? Like, I guess so much energy in this deck. It's so easy to read. So now what do we do? That was really short. What do you want to talk about? Let me pull you out an oracle card. This is always what goes on with Aquarius. The first ones, you got to help me work out. What are we going to do, Aquarius? What kind of oracle card should we pull out? What deck? Oh, you know what? I haven't used it in a while. I love my Archangels. Yeah, let's do it. I always find that it's a little bit, feels like my SpellCaster's Tarot feels a little bit dark magic-y. So we'll balance that out with some Archangels this week. How about we do that? We'll balance it out with some Archangels. A final message for Aquarius. Spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. That's a cool card. Teaching and learning. Archangel Zachiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. Wow. it's like you're being given information, and then you're also being asked to share that information. This is a little bit like a download. It's kind of like waking up one morning, this first card, like waking up one morning and having the answer to a puzzle you've been trying to put together forever and you couldn't. And it just, finally, you got it. Whether the answer kind of came to you in the dream state, your subconscious worked it out with the universe, and then you wake up and you have this answer. I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. I always have this feeling about like these symbols, like geometric symbols and shapes. Even just looking at those and drawing them out, it's almost like you're harnessing the energy of the symbol. You could go into that, but there's a reason here. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So really, keep an open mind about whatever's coming into your head, because you're getting a download. You're getting some sort of a download. Oh, I did not see that here. You probably did, but I didn't. I was so focused on this. You have 3 cards. And it's interesting that it's coming up sort of like as work. And this Queen of Wands. It's like almost jumping from the Queen of Swords into the Queen of Wands energy. Kind of combining them with the spiritual understanding, the esoteric information and symbols, and in teaching and learning. Always remembering too that there's never really truly an always teacher and an always student. It should always be back and forth, right? So at different points here, as you're moving forward, if you're transitioning in some sort of work, even in some sort of relationship, it kind of feels like a combination of the two for you. You're going to go back and forth to actually like understanding, and then the more you understand, usually the more questions you end up with, and then that's how you kind of go from the teacher back into the student, and then the student progresses back into the teacher, like that. So don't be afraid of the doors that start opening when you start going into wherever this is that you're going into. There will be points in time, I don't know about you, but I always found like learning anything new, I was always kind of overwhelmed and I needed to digest it a bit. I would need to digest it, literally, and then go back to it and look at it again. And then it would start to kind of percolate and I would understand it. And I kind of feel like there's something interesting like that going on for you, about to go on for you. And whatever you're learning is needed to, you're receiving what you're learning because it's important that you teach it to others. Breathe. Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Ooh. That's kind of a nice card too, because look at like, this here is a real release of an old pattern. This is probably the best. This is the best that you could get in a combination to release something that's heavy, because cups are all about feelings and emotions, and we're really here to experience so many feelings and emotions, and to learn about, you know, life in that process. And to go from a 5 of Cups to an Ace of Cups, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So take the time to breathe, exhale, release. Don't try not to take any of this 5 of Cups energy into the Ace of Cups. I don't think you will, because there's nothing really here. And with the Queen of Swords, cutting, something's being cut out. Almost as if your energy is recognizing, or your deeper self is recognizing any heavier energies that would go into this cup. This is a very fruitful Ace of Cups. Like, it's very, very abundant. There's a lot that comes out of that. It almost speaks to me like the abundance of Empress energy. I'll just say it. Like, look at the cup. Like, it literally looks like the water that is pouring out of the cup looks like the outside of the female genitalia. And then this is like the inside. It's like the fallopian tubes, the ovaries. We have the cycles of the moon right in the middle. And then we have like this new little fish growing. So also be careful. It is, I kind of call it my fertility card. There isn't real, well, there is an ace here. So be careful. That's a, yeah, you have an Ace of Pentacles with this Ace of Cups. So just, you know, put a sock on it if you don't want any little ones. Just saying. So there you go. That was short and sweet, Aquarius. It's going to be like this week with my old deck. It's kind of like, yeah, my old friend. Okay, thanks. Until next time, Aquarius, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.